Beloved viewers, welcome to this English news edition. Here are the top stories. The Innova training course of International Maritime Law and International Migration Law. And on the international scenes, Israeli forces flew to the ICJ orders and killed civilians. Those were the top stories. Thanks for joining us in our newsroom. The Minister of Women and Family, Ms. Muna Usman Aden, accompanied by her close collaborators, headed in Ali Sabih region in order to hold a meeting with the region's authorities to consult with them on payment ministry's activities forward following her arrival in the region. The Minister Muna Usman Aden and the held a consultative meeting at the headquarters of Ali Sabih Regional Council with the Prefect of Ali Sabih region, Mr. Abdul Malik Mohammed Benoita, and the Vice President of the Regional Council, Mr. Noor Saeed. The parliamentarians from the region participated in this meeting. In addition to the officials from the Ministry of Women and Family, this visit aims to enhance coordination effort of the activities of the Ministry of Women and Family established with the decentralized structure affiliate with various ministries with the aim of developing a channel of cooperation between sectors concerned. This mission falls within the framework of revitalizing the regional consultation and coordination framework between the ministry. In his speech, the Prefect of Ali Sabih region, Mr. Abdul Malik Mohammed Benoita, welcomed at the beginning of his speech the minister and wishes her a warm welcome, praising her effort on the fight of empowering women and girls. He also explained that 15 community cooperative and 52 community associations have been mobilized to join in regional capitals in many rural locations to carry out relate activities by planning families and developing their conditions by granting them soft loans and entrepreneurship for benefit of the girls' activities in order to combat violence against women in the fight against the child abuse, he said. The Minister of Women and Family, Ms. Muna Usman Aden, in her speech stressed the importance of developing ways of local sector cooperation with the relevant decentralized structure with the aim of creating synergies, action, and the access of taking these activities will contribute, he said, to linking all the centralized structure to be able to achieve a result, a better collective population, conclude the minister. The Minister of Construction and Housing, Ms. Amina Abdi, paid a working visit to Singapore from May 26 to June 1st, 2024. The minister was accompanied by her large delegation consisting of the senior official in her ministries, including Principal Consultant and Director of Planning Lands, Urban Planning and Housing Department, the Director General of the Agency for Urban Rehabilitation and Social Housing, and also the Director General for Real Estate and Land Development Companies. The Minister and her close collaborators held a fruitful discussion with the team from the National Lands Management Company, Housing, but also Development Agency, in order, but also the urban development authorities in Singapore, cooperation agency and private sector who played the construction tanks to its strategy location and ports logistic, just like Singapore, Djibouti wants in attracting and also accelerate its development economically and in terms of urban development. Finally, the two parties agreed to strengthen bilateral relations in the field of urban planning and enhance this monitoring. The Minister Delegate in charge of decentralization, Mr. Qasim Harun Ali, headed yesterday on Thursday morning, May 30, to the district of Madeho, located 30 kilometers from the capital of Obor, in order to inspect the rehabilitation work of the corridors of Madeho Road. Upon the arrival of the delegation led by the Minister of Decentralization to Obor region, it met with the the local people living in these areas. The rehabilitation work of the corridors in Madeho Road came at the request of the resident of the Obor region. The continued effort of the Ministry Delegate in charge of decentralization. The road rehabilitation project is part of the development plan for the Obor region. A strategy document was prepared to implement this project after extensive consultation on promoting priority project in the region. After that, the delegation led by the Minister of Decentralization, Mr. Qasim Harun Ali, headed to the district of Madeho, where he and his close collaborators were received by the people living in these areas. In a speech to the director of Ms. Fardousa had a speech. She explained that the rehabilitation work was underway to the corridors of Madeho Road falls within the framework of the rehabilitation opening policies pursued by the President of the Republic, His Excellency Ismail Margili, she said, and include in the National Development Plan, as well as all the vision of 2035, she said. The Minister Delegate in charge of decentralization, Mr. Qasim Harun Ali, expressed in his speech and also thanked the resident of Madeho for the good reception and that he received his accompanying delegation. He pointed out that during this visit in Madeho district, one of the equal information, he said that the main first there are no phones to give emergency alert, he said. Secondly, the conditions of rural roads. And finally, the problems of access of drinking water. All these issues will be resolved as soon as possible, conclude the minister. The Djiboutian parliamentarians, Mr. Mohamed Mustafa Tahir, a member of the African Parliament, participated in the Libyan city of the Benghazi, the proceeding of the African European Conference on Migration in the presence of the President of the African Parliament, Fortune, and a number of African officials, along with a number of African and European delegation. The conference aims to came up with effective solution to the issues of immigration and the distribution of rules between countries and organizations concerned with these issues. The conference discussed ways to enhance international and regional cooperation. As part of the effort to improve data quality, the Minister of Health, Dr. Ahmed Robil Abdillah, organized through the program Department Health Priority a reflective workshop on the quality of data related to the malaria and HIV, humanity, and also tuberculosis. The meeting was chaired by the Secretary General of the Ministry of Health, Mr. Mohammed Ali Mohamud, and also witness the presence of the Director General of the Healthcare, Ms. Zahra Musa, the Director of the Priority Health Programs, Ms. Amira Munira, sorry, Ali Ahmed, and Mr. Buha Abdi are the best of them United Nations Development Program. This guidance workshop also brought together the senior personnels in the Ministry of Health and official university hospital center in Djibouti and the chief director in the health center community, but also the chief of director in the health structure in the 5 interior region, in addition to the data focal point in all the health facilities in the countries. This workshop aims to analyze the quality of epidemic and the logistical program data for both three programs to understand the in and out of data quality and the customs by structure healthcare and formulate a coordination that is achievable and recommendation. It should be noted that the improving of quality of data on tuberculosis, malaria, and HIV/AIDS is very necessary to provide accurate data that can enable health authorities to make effective and informed decisions regarding the prevention, treatment, and planning strategies to confront this disease, providing a good quality data and also help the health authorities directed investment and distribute resources efficiency in those infected persons. In his speech at the opening session of this reflective workshop, the Secretary General of the Ministry of Health stressed the importance of the routine epidemiological and consumer data in providing an accurate picture of the situation related to the three diseases that's enabling informed direction and decision toward the actual challenges. Mr. Muhammad Ali Muhammad pointed out the large investment made over the past few decades, the past contribute to the strengthening of the country's health information system, including data, statistic for the routine service, disease surveillance, and other basic data sources united that used to combat this kind of disease in question, such as HIV/AIDS, malaria, and tuberculosis. The National Human Rights Committee and International Organization for Migration organized a joint workshop in order to identify measures that can enhance respect for the rights and duties of persons on the move toward national legislation. Representative of the government institution participated in this workshop. The local elected official, governorate, and civil society also were present at this workshop. The workshop participants identify priority action in accordance with the Djibouti strategies of national migration and its national action plan. This workshop comes in the wake of the Memorandum of Understanding signed between the National Human Rights Committee and the International Organization for Migration. The two institutions have already taken concrete action, especially through the training and awareness raising, signing the partnership agreement. The workshop aims to identify long-term measures and develop a joint work program between the National Human Rights Committee and the international ones, which is in the line with the priority of the country. The participants were able to work on four strategies: access, awareness and training, and advocacy, but also protection in the context of migration. Exchange were made throughout the group work, and at the end of this discussion, the completion was made. Participants' recommendation, specific trained in each region and common challenges were identified. The workshop reflects an important step towards stabilizing a multi-year program across the international and organizational activities. Under the high patronage of the director of Al Zad National School, Mr. Faisal Ali Roble, a center ceremony was held to graduate a batch of new students from Al Zad School in Djibouti for 2023-2024 academic year. The ceremony took place in the presence of the founding council members, Mr. Ali Bouh, and the principal of Arab Schools Private School in Djibouti, in addition to the number of ambassador directors of Al Saad School branch and teachers of Al Saad School, parents of the students, in addition to the students. The ceremony included various segments, including a video presentation covering the history of Al Zad School since its inspections until today, in addition to a poem and a play presented by the graduating students. Last Thursday, the Isla Hotel hosted the closing ceremony of our training courses on international maritime law and international migration law. 22 officials and workers beneficiate from Djibouti and Kasagad National Police and National Navy international maritime law and international migration law are considered among the basic pillars in promoting the global legal system, ensuring the effective regulation of maritime activities and protection of maritime rights, while the international migration law guarantee the protection of migrants' rights regardless of their legal status in order to ensure the treat with dignity and respect. This course was organized by the International Organization for Migration with the funding from Japan within the framework of a project strengthening the capabilities of the Djiboutian Coast Guard to carry out a maritime border surveillance and operation search and rescued with the launch in March 2000, which was launched in March 2024. Colonel Wais Omar Bokore, commander of the Coast Guard and the acting official, participated in this closing ceremony. Embassy of Japan in Djibouti, Ms. Oshima, and the representative of the International Organization for Migration for his part. Uh, the Japanese embassy in Djibouti confirmed that the project was founded by Japan. It will contribute to the strengthening of the warning system for search and rescue operation and providing the necessary equipment for this operation at the sea and strengthening the capabilities of the Maritime Coast Guard Control Center in Korangar. International maritime law provide a legal framework to regulate all maritime activities, including maritime transport, fishing, and use of the maritime rescued. The ceremony concluded with the distribution of a certificate to the participant and taking the traditional group photo family. In his closing speech, Colonel Wais Omar Abu Khoury, commander of the Coast Guard, stressed the importance of the knowledge of maritime legislations, which allows members of the Djiboutian Coast Guard to perform their duties, efficiency, and integrity. He used this occasion to renew his thanks to the Japanese government and people for their continued support to enhance the operational capabilities of Djiboutian Coast Guard, especially through the training and donation of equipment, but also devices. He praised the pivotal roles played by the International Organization for Migration as the unwavering partners in the humanitarian assistance effort on behalf of migrants. In conclusion, the colonel thanked the trainers who shared their knowledge and experience during the 3 days of the event training, the participant who demonstrate the professionalism and commitment for these courses. Activities continues in the digital studios at the National Radio Television of Djibouti. The singing program to find a golden voice among the participant young men and women of Jeep Talents on the second evening, the final of this competition. This was organized yesterday evening by this competition, which were aimed to discover young talent for blood into the arteries of Djiboutian music. On this evening, 6 young people competed to the to them were chosen the young woman Nawar and the young man Bakir and Jalal, in the addition to the young Umar, all won in the contest of ideas of a program for these issues aim to serve promote Djiboutian arts in addition to the program careers, a local flavor and youthful spirit that attract the audience, whether in forms but also the program falls within the framework of supporting the artistic talent and cultural mobility. A meeting was held at the headquarters of Tajora region on road safety migration management, headed by the prefect of Tajora region, Mr. Mohammed Hamid Abbas. This meeting brought together regional officials to discuss issues related to road safety and migration management. This meeting highlighted the main challenges associated with the increased traffic during summer periods and proceeded for dealing with the immigrants. Road accidents have been a major concern for the region. The event the civil service ensure a rapid evacuation on victims sharing the roads. The meeting participant discussed the management of migrants and need of unified the process, but also the gendarmerie team was emphasized, as well as the importance of well-defined for this suggests the meeting to train the resident local provide first aid, especially in the accident that occur on the road corridors. Moving on now to the international scenes, the Israeli clearly ignore the international justice ruling, according to Save the Children's International said that the Israeli attack on the city of Rafah in the South Gaza clearly ignored the International Court of Justice's decision to immediately halt the attack on Rafah. This came in a statement by the organization on the platform regarding the Israeli war on Gaza, which it has caused a major humanitarian disaster since October 7. The organization reported on a statement that at least 66 people, including children, were killed in the attack caused by Israeli forces. This is it for this edition. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful evening.